So, before we begin today, something I noticed. Apparently this Brontobert always seems to fire off a double star. And I'm not sure why. That's really weird. Is it like spawning two Brontoberts at once, or what? And I checked. This seems to be the only case where a Brontobert counts as a double star. And I don't know why. Well, that's obviously a double star, but... I mean, seriously. What's up with that? Well, anyway. Previously on Kirby's Adventure, trees. And now... Hello there peeps, this is Zwataketa the Aspie Gamer once again, and it's time to continue on with Kirby's Adventure Perfect Runs. This time we'll be tackling Ice Cream Island, so I hope you've brought your spoons. Right off the bat we're introduced to coconuts, which will fall on your head and explode. We don't need to go in that door, it's off route of the actual stage. Jeez! Stop doing that, hothead! And I found out the name of that enemy. It's a Coner, and this is a Scarfy. Like from the last game, they will explode. When you destroy them, don't try to inhale them, otherwise they will turn into a monster and try and chase after you and explode. So just keep your distance, basically. And don't inhale them. Here's a Parasol Dew. If you inhale it while it's connected to the Parasol, you'll get the Parasol ability instead of the Beam ability. You'll have to wait until it's disconnected if you want the Beam ability. Stay off, that was a Crasher, it gives you the Crash ability, and its explosion is much bigger than the sprite appears. It stretches to at least here in width. I'm not even sure how much in height. But it will destroy all enemies on screen when it explodes, so that's nice. Hey! You're not allowed to do that! That's the one thing that's gonna screw me over. Enemy placement. And enemy behavior. This is a Twister. It gives you the Tornado ability, and if you wait too long, it will spin uncontrollably and be invincible for a bit. And that Brontobert loves to ambush me. Have I mentioned I hate Brontoberts? 'Cause I do. That's the end of that level. And that was a terrible button press timing. Austin would not be happy with that. There's another minigame up there, which I'll show off later. This is a bounder. He will climb walls, and also he will get off the wall and throw stars at you with an upwards arc. However, he doesn't even actually aim for you, so he's nothing much to beat. He's not a force to beat. I don't know how the phrase goes, but he should be no problem. There's a Together there, and Warp Star Ride. And it looks like we're heading to the beach. But actually... we're in the desert. Yeah, I don't know, it looked kind of beachy to me. Also, lag spike there. Enemies in a wall, so I guess we know what that means. It's mini-boss time! Say hello to Giant Wheelie. He will try to run you over and shoot mini baby wheelies at you. And the baby wheelies are your chance to attack. He will give you the wheel ability when swallowed, and it is a very fun ability. It lets you roll around quickly like Sonic. Yeah, Sonic reference, I'm sorry. And anyways, it just lets you roll forward really fast, invincibly, but you have to worry about hazardous terrain. And, of course, you have to worry about pits. But still, it's a very nice ability. One of my favorites. This is the only attempt where I've referenced Sonic with that wheel ability. Anyways, come up here now, avoid the waddle, and there. Let's see if I can do better timing here. Well, it is better at least. I halved my number by 2. Or, I halved my number. I halved my number. Yes, I'll be quiet. There's a Crane Fever game if you want it. And there's a Parasol D here. Don't jump down there, it's a pit. Come on, Bronto Burt. I gotta admit, I like how the same enemy in different areas has a different behavior. I don't know if that means it has different object, if it's a different object that was made for that kind of enemy, or if it's programmed to just in specific areas have different behavior or what. Anyways, we can't do anything here because Kirby has no method of destroying blocks above him without an ability, so we'll have to come back to that. Ugh. Let's not get reckless now. And here's 2 blippers that are all too happy to ruin our perfect run. My perfect run, but let's not let that happen. Okay. There we go. Come on, Blipper. Come to your death. Thank you. Obviously avoid the Gordo, because they are invincible. He's just chilling. No need to disturb him. Okay, and a Bronto Bird is ready to ambush us, but to no avail. And there's a Waddle Dee here. I don't want to... Wow, my button almost didn't work there. Don't want to be screwed over by a Waddle Dee. Deal with this Cappy with a mushroom puff, an air puff, and the Bronto Burt once more! And here's Meta Knight again, but this time it's not a friendly visit. Okay, so first, Axe Knight, Mace Knight, Mace Knight, Mace Knight. Trident Knight, Trident Knight, okay, Axe Knight, Mace Knight, Mace Knight, Axe Knight, I missed. Criminy. There we go. That is pretty difficult if you don't know the pattern, to safely take out the Meta Knights, as they're called. Fittingly enough. I mean, their leader is called Meta Knight. It only fits. I guess 2 is my lucky number. Now, level 4. This is where the game loves to pull out all the stops in terms of enemy placement. Evil enemy placement, that should say. Don't bother going in that room because when you come out, you'll be greeted by an unhappy ambush of Bronto Burts, and no one wants that. Well, unless you want to get hurt, then by all means, but I don't want that. Ignore the Sparky, just let it apparently suicide. Okay. Okay. And another place with enemies stuck in walls. Don't do that. I think we know what this means, though. It's another mini-boss. Mr. TikTok. Oh geez, the game is really lagging here. Okay. He's super easy. And the game shouldn't be lagging this much. I hope that doesn't ruin anything. Anyways, Mr. TikTok gives you the mic ability, which is super useful. It's basically Crash that you can use 3 times. And let's be careful around the Scarfies in this room. Okay. There. Now you can get the laser here if you want that one up, but no abilities. Be careful around this Shotzo because he shoots rather quickly. Okay, don't bother going in there. That's just a secret. Laser ball. In Kirby Superstar, the laser ball gives you the beam ability, but in this game, okay. But in this game, he gives you the laser ability. Okay, let's just let you off screen yourself, please. Oh, okay, whatever. The developers weren't that stupid back in the day. Kidding. They weren't stupid at all. I'll admit, that was kinda harsh, wasn't it? Okay, so here's a museum. Let's check out what's in it. Laser and fire. Now, that is an arena, the Dorrough with the 2 axes. That does contain a battle, but it's only a bonus stage, so I'm not gonna press my luck on, and I'm just gonna save it as an extra thing. Okay, now, here is where the game really likes to get evil. Inhale that Waddle Dee at all costs, otherwise the umbrella will come after you. Okay, let's... Oh, shoot! Okay, yeah. Yeah, it actually was that one that you have to worry about. Okay. Just be careful here. No one wants to be cannon practice. Cannon's target practice. My favorite game! There's a water bottle there if you want it. Okay. I'll just be cautious here, because there has already been one attempt where I've accidentally gotten hit by a wheelie in it was a practice attempt fortunately, but still. Thank you for not screwing me over. Now that's Naughty, and he gives you a copy ability, but in a very special way. It's not useful at all. I could demonstrate it here, but I'll save it as an extras thing when I show off the copy abilities. Just know it's not really an ability, it's more of a hindrance. And let's hope the lag doesn't screw me over here. That always makes me panic. Also, Superman. Okay. Okay, is that umbrella gonna... that umbrella... Okay. Okay, you want more. Good. This is the first time I've gotten this far in a slightly successful attempt. I don't want to blow it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've already practiced this far, but I don't want to blow the practice attempt. Okay, sure. I didn't realize... I don't know if Waddle Doos actually let go of their, parasols. I've only seen Waddle Dees do it so far. Probably panicked a bit. Probably an overreaction there, but I don't care. So long as I don't get hurt. Okay. There we go. Through that room. Now this room is actually super simple. Just don't panic. There's only one part where this could potentially go wrong. Okay. And then the next part, well, this enemy might be a difficult case, but thankfully that Crasher is there to save the day. Thank you, Crasher. And through this door. And actually, that Maximum Tomato, you can inhale it or touch it to get a full refill on health. I mean, obviously after the Puppy Bros Jr. has disappeared, but I digress. I don't need any Maximum Tomatoes. There we go! Through the stage! To the boss. Now, the boss is kinda tricky, but fortunately, I know how to deal with him, though I do want to take a breather first, just so I don't accidentally panic. Okay, so let me just remember how to deal with paint rollers. Stay under. Okay. Okay, so paint roller. He's a bit tricky. He'll move to different easels and paint different things in an attempt to hurt you. Just know how he moves and you'll be fine. Okay. When he's moving from a bottom easel, the bottom of the room, I mean being under a platform is always the safest place to be. I'm great. When he jumps from like that, you can tell he's gonna move to the easel that he was just over. Almost forgot how to handle that. Okay, that's gonna be a storm puff. I can't do anything about that except make it go away. Like that. Okay. That's... You're supposed to... It's supposed to bounce off the wall and you can get it, but... Oh, please, no! Okay. So he's just going here. Well, at least I can use that. Okay, that was kind of close. Okay, here he's gonna be moving a lot quicker. Okay, let's see. Come on. Give me the edible attacks! That's a bomb, I can't do anything about that. Okay, move under the easel. I can do something about this, though. Okay. Inhale that so it's not an issue. Oof. Okay. This battle isn't that hard, but I just really don't want to fail, so I'm losing lots of opportunities here for counterattacks, but there we go! There we go! Hey. It's done! I did it! Woo! Bravo! That was a lot harder than I remembered it to be. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. But yeah, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Apparently, tackling stages all at once, let's just say that earned definitely more than 1 out of 10. Anyways, yeah, outtakes. That took a few attempts. But I like this difficulty curve. Beware of the Trident Knights! This part. Meta Knights. Darn it. I think we know what this means. It's another mini-boss! Say hello to Mr. TikTok. He shoots. Well crud. Maximum tomatoes are nice. Everyone loves maximum tomatoes. Dang it! Let's roll that while D off screen. My inhale button didn't work. Urgh! Lag frames, man. 4 blippers you want to sure to get through. 2 will chase after you, and 2 will just mind their own business. Are you gonna move? And is my button gonna work at all? Lag frames! Here of all places is where my button doesn't work. That makes no sense! Spit take. Same case with, Waddle Dees. And Crasher. Stay Wait, I was nowhere near it! Hang on. Okay, let's see, What is the range on that thing? I'm safe there, but... Okay, that was odd. I'm confused about that. So for the extras this time, there are 3 things to show off. First up is this door, which is an arena. 2 fighters go in, but only 1 will leave. You can get a tomato and an ability for a win. This time our opponent is Mr. Frosty, and I have an ability just for sake of showcasing something later. You can get the freeze ability from him and a maximum tomatoes, so it's not completely pointless. It's like an enhanced museum for Robot Masters, and we see just how dastardly effective the spark ability can be. And here's another minigame, Egg Catcher. And it's my favorite in the game. Press the buttons to make Kirby's mouth open. Try to eat eggs, but not bombs. Exactly as it says. Keep your mouth open for eggs, but not bombs. Otherwise the game will end. It's hard to catch all the eggs, but if you can pull it off, you are truly a timing master. I have never managed it. The game also ends when DDD stops throwing any more eggs, so you really have to get it perfect by catching all the eggs, otherwise you won't be able to make it. And so for the last secret, we just have to go a bit of ways into level 3 here. Okay, hang on. I messed up. Hang on. Okay, the secret is not to destroy the bottom layer of Star Block. You need that, unless you have certain abilities, I believe. I'm not so sure which ones can actually shoot upwards safely without ruining everything, but there you go. That's how you're supposed to do it. And in here we find what is supposed to be another UFO enemy and a maximum tomato, but I guess collecting them on the practice attempt got rid of them. But that's what you're supposed to find in here. With the second world out of the way, we've crossed the line of how far I got with this project on the old channel. So, how does the stage measure up in difficulty? It gets a rather nice jump. 4 out of 10. When trying to rate this stage, 2 things came to mind. the Mennonites and Paint Roller. For the Mennonites, they seem tough at first, but once you figure out the pattern to destroy them safely, the issue with them is negated, and it's just a matter of not slipping out. In the case of Paint Roller, his strategy makes him easy, but you still need to be careful when fighting him so you don't get pummeled by one of his drawings. He has a bit of difficulty earning another point, but nothing outrageous. I only panicked during the fight because I wanted to be done with the world, and I was making a few careless mistakes. The other 2 points came from some of the normal enemies themselves. The enemy placement in this world can be very trollish sometimes. For example, when the Bronto Burt tries to attack twice because it's scrolled on screen a second time. But with that, we're through another stage of Kirby's adventure. Next time we'll be trekking up Butter Building. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you all next time. Until then, bye ya!